What's up? What's up? What's up? What it do? What it do? What it do? Today is the 16th of August, 2023. Welcome to Random Thoughts with DVP. Y'all know who I am. I'm DVP. What's happening? What's happening? Hey man, I'm in the great state of Georgia, where we indicting former presidents left and right, and they friends, and they buddies, and they partners, and they co-conspirators, and all that shit. So hey, F what you heard. This is what's up. And if you're a Republican, you get over it. Hey man, we're gonna have I got a couple of guests, so we're gonna bring just a little bit of heat to the show. And I couldn't find no guys who had time. All of them, see, I'm gonna hold that for the show. All my guy friends got dates. They got dates. Women who paying for stuff. I'm just trying to figure out what in the hell y'all doing. What the hell is y'all doing? I'm confused. I'm confused. Those who can do, those who can't whine and complain and run to Facebook. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, but anyway, for my monologue, as we wait for people while I get some shit started. I just want to say, hey, it's a great life. It's a great life, and at some point we have to work on making our life better by not ignoring obvious transgressions and overlooking them and thinking things just gonna get better through hope and prayer and forgiveness and all this other BS that ain't been working. The same thing. This show is about dating in the 21st century. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the same exact thing, because I'm confused. Why are y'all sweating people who you don't fit their description and they don't fit yours? I'm confused. So I got some ladies on here so they can tell me the truth. Because see, the thing is, I was listening to Steve Harvey show this morning. Don't ask me why. And he was doing his little BS about men and women can't be friends, because he always get letters where whichever one got a friend of opposite sex, it always causes problems. And he said, I ain't never had a letter saying different. Well, who gonna write a letter saying me and another member of the opposite sex have a great friendship? It happens all day long, every day. And I asked my wife, I said, I wonder what he's saying about Shirley. Do him and Shirley not get along? Because she kiki and ha at every damn thing he say. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know how trifling and trivial you gotta be to not to be able to have a friend of the opposite sex? That is some crazy shit. You can't y'all can't be friends, y'all can't just get along. I'm like, damn, I'm 58. I have friends who are females. There is nothing between us. I can't imagine telling my wife or a girlfriend, what's up, Ron White, or any other woman who has been a major part of my life for anything longer than 2 weeks, that they can only have friends of the same sex. What kind of world is that? But again, and Ron, my boy, he can vouch for this. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot we agree on, it's a lot we disagree. But if these people who y'all complaining so much about, who doing all this crazy shit, if they ain't somebody you would date, why do you care? I mean, yeah, you can insert your opinion. But if a man likes drama, then he should have a drama-filled woman. If a woman likes drama, she should get a drama-filled man. But if that ain't for you, just remember they ain't in your pool no way. So why do you care what's in somebody else's pool to the point that you need to be disrespectful? You can have an opinion and say what won't work for you, but you can't say what won't work for me. Me and Ron, there are a lot of things that we got in common, but there are a lot of things that we don't have in common. Ron can't say what every man will do. DVP can't say what every man will and won't do. We can speak for ourselves. We can say what we will and wouldn't do. We can't even honestly say what our friends will and won't do. We can vouch for what they told us. But what's that saying? What's done in the dark will come to the light, because I'm sure, Ron is here now because I saying, what's up, brother? I'm sure that lots of us, fellas especially, and I'm gonna wait till my ladies get here, lots of us can say things that our boys or dudes that we was chatting with have told us that we later come to find out ain't nowhere close to the truth. But they was trying to be cool. They was trying to be cool. They ain't paying for this. They ain't gonna do that. You know, like the guys who say they only mess with dime pieces, but they can't explain their baby mama. They can't explain the stalker chick. They can't explain their roommate in a one-bedroom apartment who just happens to look like a buffarilla. Ooh, let me get a little something to drink. So I'm just confused. Why does it bother us so bad when other people want to pick something different? If they want the drama, whatever it is they want, why do we care? Why? What's your motivating factor to push your narrative? And I'm okay with you pushing your narrative. I truly am. What I'm not okay with is you saying whatever somebody would do. Ron eat chicken. DVP don't. He can't say how all black people like chicken or every man want a woman who can fry some good chicken. That works for Ron. Ron can speak on what he wants in a woman. He can't speak for DVP, nor can he speak for 8 million other dudes. That is insane when people try to do that. It is insane to me when I see that. It is insane when you don't want to do something or your woman don't, and you try to tell her what every other woman doing. So if you know every other woman is doing something that your woman ain't doing, why don't you pick another woman? I'm just saying. Life ain't that hard. It ain't a draft choice. You got choices. What's up, Antoinette? You've been absent a couple of days. I was gonna send the popo to your house and come look for you. My authority does not extend beyond me. Granddad said you cannot make grown folk do. And you can't. But if you know it ain't what they want to do, why are you even entertaining this foolishness? If you want a man or if you want a partner, because I ain't going to make this a man versus woman thing. If you want a partner who goes to church, pick somebody who's going to church. Don't try to pick a bum who don't believe in God and you're going to convert them. That's you making bad decisions. And it's crazy how many of us won't admit to making bad decisions. It's always the other person, even though you knew what they were like, even though you knew they didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't do this. You didn't care. Remember? You didn't care because you knew. See, before I fuss about a woman not let me treat her like a queen, I will move on. I'm not going to try to impose my will on her. When me and Trina first started dating, Trina was a typical strong woman. She believed in opening car doors. That's what she grew up with. She didn't grow up around a bunch of men who open car doors. Trina will tell you now, she is not touching the car door. Our daughter was home visiting for the week. We went out to eat. Guess what? She sat in the back seat and waited for me to open that door. But when she was younger, she couldn't understand why she should have to sit. But she since learned that lesson. See? But she was a child. But now that she is a grown woman and she is dating, guess what? Now she wants that door open. Or she want to be taken home. She got exposed to something better. And it took a minute, but it caught on. Now, that's what she expects if you want her time. So what we're going to do is, because we like 10 minutes in, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and we're going to discuss dating preferences and priorities in 2023. So y'all know what it is. Go grab you an adult libation. Come back and join me in a few. I'm going to be here. I promise.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
Looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics, there's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
T. Madden and Associates is a sophisticated and experienced law firm located in your neighborhood. We're turning injury to cash.
T. Madden and Associates obtained almost $2 million for my injury. They turned my injury to cash.
Now, we can't guarantee how much your injury is worth, but we've recovered millions for our clients.
Call T. Madden and Associates at 833-PAID-123. That's 833-PAID-123.
Stride K-12 powered schools are ready to put over 20 years of being a leader in online education to work for you. Dive into curriculum design for the online classroom. Team up with state-certified teachers trained in virtual instruction. Take control of your child's education journey. Discover the power of personalized learning with a leader experienced in preparing kids for a future they can be excited about. Take charge. Stride K-12. Enroll now for the fall.
All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? I am still waiting on my guest, but you know, as I was saying earlier, sometimes ladies do what ladies do, and they got me waiting. Let me see where they at. Let me see where they at. All right, so as we were talking about, what's going on in this whole dating scene and in this social media hype about this and about that and about this and about that, and everybody complaining. You know, I see grown ass men complaining about why women don't take us out. Who are you dating, player? Who are you dating? Who are you dating? You know, what happened to the vetting process? What happened to getting to know somebody? What happened to see if y'all are compatible? And if you ain't doing that, I'm confused. Why did you want a woman to pay for you on the first date? See, it seems, and I want y'all to prove me wrong because I'm okay with being wrong on this one, especially on this one. Why does it seem like, fellas, y'all looking to be courted? I'm confused. Why do you want to be courted? You want the woman to do this. You want her to chase after you. You want her to pay for this. You want her to get you this. You want her to get you that. What's up with that philosophy? I see Trina Marie in the house looking all special and strong. She got a wrap on. You got your mic on, darling?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I can hear you. So you're there. So, all right. For those of y'all who ain't been here in a minute, Trina Marie is my wife and one of my special guests. She likes to speak her truth, so she's gonna be here today to bring a little fire and to call some of y'all out and see if she can not get suspended this time from Facebook. Welcome to the show, darling.
Thank you.
Hi, and closer, she'll be here in a minute. Roy say 2 years later, he still ain't never got his cup. Don't make her pull out her petty shirt, her petty shirt, Roy. All right, so, and even though she's married, she's still a woman and she can speak from her perspective, and we can talk about things we see on our different timelines. So right now, Trina, you know, me and you already talked. We done talked about this mentality, and I can't even say it's a different generation because a lot of these crybabies, I hate to use that term, but I really don't, seem to be over 40. Hell, some of them over 50. So before we get deep into it, let me just ask you a question. Prior to your marriage with this wonderful guy, did you pay for dates for guys?
No, never. I mean, like if I was in a relationship with a guy, I have taken guys on dates, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Have you ever taken a boyfriend or, you know, a long time acquaintance on a date where you paid for it and, you know?
Wait, did you say a long-term maintenance man?
No, I didn't say maintenance man. I said a long-time friend. Because sometimes, you know, we don't give people titles.
Oh yeah.
So, and as far as you know, what do you think the women that you hung around or knew about, were they selfish about taking guys out?
No. Pardon me, because I wasn't listening at first. I just got on my computer, so I don't know what you was talking about before.
Yeah. So no, then as we talk about these guys who always whining about women don't take them out and where these women at, they want to be courted. And a lot of these guys, jump in whenever you feel like, a lot of these guys should be going to Temu or what's the other one? What's the other app when you get cheap clothes? Shine, and getting skirts because they want to be courted. They want you to be feminine while chasing them. And then they'll complain about your masculinity or aggressiveness. I'm confused on how that works. Right, Mel, most of the women that I know who have been in relationships have spoiled their man. You took a deep breath. You was gonna say something?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure something out on my computer.
Yeah, well, and they are ASWs, but I don't even think they're doing it to start BS. I think they truly are overly effeminate in nature. Ain't nobody emasculating them. They're doing it to themselves because you want to. I'm looking at the dichotomy of their posts where they want to be the man, but they want to be treated like women because they want to be courted and wooed. And you know, as me and Trent talking about earlier, you want to have old school values without doing old school things. You want a submissive woman. You want a woman who shuts up, but you ain't saying shit. You want her to take you out. You want her to do this. You want her to lead the way so you can follow, but you want to be the king. I'm just trying to figure out, where has that ever worked? You know, what woman has a man that she has to run, but she gives in to him and follows him while he asks her, well, what should I do next, babe? What should I do next? What should I do next? Oh no, we still talking about dating because these guys want to date, Antoinette. So how are they're complaining about the dating prospect? You know, one of the things that Trina would say is that she likes to talk on the phone to get a feel for a guy. So tell us that process so that you don't waste your time nor his on a date, Trina.
I mean, there's really not much to talk about. I mean, you talk to him on the phone, you get to know him, so you don't waste your time. Yeah. So I mean, there's really not much to say about that.
So how is the date a surprise if we go through this process first? Because I don't know what they're doing now. We ain't been on dates in forever and ever. But how do you meet somebody and y'all just go on a date without any? I know texting, but how do y'all not have a conversation prior to? How do you plan a date without knowing what each other like? And that's the crazy part when all these people, guys are complaining about women using them for food dates. Women are complaining that guys don't know how to court a woman. But are you making him talk to you? Are you requiring that?
I mean, if you're talking to somebody, they could still take you somewhere that you don't know where you're going. That doesn't eliminate that. You know, they just kind of get a feel for what you like.
But ain't the conversation mandatory? Well, shouldn't the conversation be mandatory?
For me, it is. Yeah, for me.
Because it's like, what are y'all doing prior to the date? You see him, y'all bump into each other at Burger King. He think you cute. He shoots you a phone number, or he asks you for your phone number or something. He said, well, I don't know. Hey, you think we can go out sometime? You say, yeah. And, you know, like I've seen the post with women like, yeah, I'm going to come get you Friday. We're going to go out. And it's like, yeah, I want a man like that. And then I'm confused because what does he know to take you? Because then you end up somewhere you don't want to be because he takes you where he wants you to take him. Let's see what you say. I get to know them in your face interactions. Okay, but so you start off in their face, Antoinette. You don't have phone call because isn't that part of the issue? Planning dates.
For me, that's not true. She says only then will you know if you can stand them person. Not for me. I'll know if I can stand you personally by conversation on the phone. It's your mentality that's gonna turn me on or off. So you get to know that on the phone. I can't really think of too many times where I met a guy and we did not have several conversations on the phone prior to going out on the first date. I didn't do the, just meet you, exchange your phone number, then hey, let's go out. Now we're gonna talk on the phone because I need to know whether or not you have the type of mentality that's gonna get under my skin, because I'm not really somebody who bites my tongue. I'm gonna say what's on my mind. And when I was younger, it was way worse. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time, and I can figure out on the phone if I want to spend time with you. However, I have spent time on the phone with people, and then you get in their person and they still do or say something. So I mean, it doesn't eliminate anything, but it does help. It helps to weed them out a little bit.
Yeah, I would think, at least from my perspective, the phone tells me whether or not we can have conversation. If we can have conversation, then we can go on a date. Because I don't think I've ever asked a girl on a date without wanting to talk to her first. But it's been like 2,000 years since I've been on a date. But it's the conversation, because if we can't talk, then do I really want to go out somewhere with you? And when we talk about one of the posts, unless it's just a sex thing, but even then, why do we need to have a date if we just want to have sex? And Antoinette says she want to see you want to see reactions and mannerisms.
I get that too. I definitely understand wanting to see their reactions and mannerisms. You know, you don't, over the phone, you don't get to see whether or not they're rolling their eyes or they're distracted by texting somebody else, or, you know, to see if they're not rude, you know. So yeah, it's definitely important. You still have to eventually meet them in person.
Right.
But, you know.
What's up, Ari? But yeah, and it's like, but I want to know if we can have a conversation. Yeah, I mean, sure, I do want to eventually meet you to see if you're rolling your eyes or give me the deep side that I can't see. But a lot of that still, what do you have to talk about? I've talked to women who had zero conversation skills. If they weren't talking about a dating show or one of the fake reality shows, they didn't really have anything else to talk about. There was nothing worldly they wanted to talk about. There was nothing important or even meaningful. What's going on, Barbara White? Long time no see. So it's like when you're getting into this process, ladies, how do you vet guys to know if they're worth your time? Before we get into the first scenario, I'm trying to give Chloe time so we can put up the first scenario. But how do you know if he's worthy of your time?
For me, it would definitely be talking to them. I need to speak to you on the phone. When I'm talking to you, and I don't mean texting, because I can't stand text. When I don't know you, I can't read your tone. I can't tell if you're joking. And sometimes when you talk to me, you still can't tell if you don't know them that well. But I get to feel you more if I get to speak to you on the phone. You don't have, you know, all that time to think about what your next response is going to be, you know. So right. For me, it's definitely talking to them. But I mean, that's pretty much how you get to know most people anyway. It's talking to them.
Yeah, because unless you work with them, how do you really get a chance to see anything about them? If you work with them, you may be able to bypass some of that process because you see them at work, you see them with their guard down, and you can be like, oh, that guy's funny, or the girl is funny, whatever. You may be able to skip some of that process, but just randomly meeting somebody, because I see everybody. Well, I don't say everybody. I see a lot of people complaining about the dating process, but it's like you committing high crime. You're doing it to yourself. that was a little. You're doing it to yourself.
Something flew in my face. I don't know. I don't know if I was tripping, but something flew in my face.
Right, and it's still, but that's why it's easier to. It's and sometimes it's easier to meet people at work because most of the time they got their guard down. They're not fronting to try to get with you most of the time because it can still happen. But if you don't get to see them at work, how do you get to know them, Ari, Barbara? How do you get to know them before you decide that y'all gonna go out on a date?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say it's difficult to fake body language. No, it ain't. No, it's not. I mean, all you have to really, for the most part, all you have to do is concentrate on just like kind of being still and expressionless for the most part. Pretend
right.
Well, you know, it's really not hard, but
it depends on what their motivation is. If they
right, exactly.
If they are motivated and have an agenda, yeah. Because I would say having a lot of us fake things in life. I mean, that's kind of what you do to survive.
It seems like a lot of work, but girl, you like Darren said, depending on your motivation. Sometimes you have to fake body language just to get through a difficult situation. You know, as women, we know that, you know, we have been in some uncomfortable situations, and I'm saying everybody, all of y'all have, with guys where you have to you got to fake the funk and so you can get out. So, you know, yeah, I remember there was this, I mean, it wasn't a date, but, you know, I hung out with this one guy, and we talking, and he said something, I wish I could remember what it was, but it was so funny to me. So I'm kind of ha ha. He was like, oh, you think that shit funny? No, I was just, you know, hell yeah, I thought that shit was funny, but I was scared. So I'm like, no, you know, I was just messing with you, you know. Yeah, I'm faking my body language and shit. And I'm faking. Yeah, I need you to get away from me real quick. So, you know, yeah, you can fake your body language.
And sometimes you got to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cute. And since everybody says they can see something, but for people who do this, you're not gonna see it. We're only as good as the level we've been trained at. That's why, you know, when people say, "Oh, I can't be tricked, I can't be fooled," yeah, you can. Maybe you just ain't picked nobody who was good enough or motivated enough. But there are people that see all they do. When you look at and I hate to use this correct, but when you look at some of these serial killers, they don't give off no vibe. Everybody talks about how charming they are. Everybody talks about how charming they are. They are extremely motivated.
The whole thing is, if you ever found out somebody was a liar, then you're not as good as you think you are. Because other than that, how come you didn't know they were lying right away? Why you got to find out they was a liar?
And you know, I can detect bullshit a mile away. Yeah, from a beginner bullshitter. And the thing is sometimes people are being totally honest and shit change. You can't. It's cute to think that we can. But I don't know anybody who ain't never been wrong.
Right.
Whether even if it's because you got a feeling and you ignored it, then you didn't trust yourself as much as you trust your feelings. Because it happens. Like I said, there are just people who are motivated to what they do, and they will play the game for what it's worth as long as they got to. And you look at some of these people who get married just to kill their family. All they go through, the loving, they're having babies, they're doing all of this stuff. Nobody saw anything. It's what they do.
To cover up that they're a killer, or to cover up that they're gay or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean,
people can be very cunning. Very cunning.
The whole 80s was about gay people getting married to hide it, having kids to hide it. Oh, I would have never thought so-and-so was gay. You're right, because they didn't want you to think that. They had something to lose, so they are much better at it than the average person. Yeah, I'm sure that you ladies know when you meet that ragamuffin dude who just want to have sex and he can't control himself because he keep ogling you, looking at you with a look of lust. But if we're honest about it, don't sex somewhere into your mind when you're thinking about going on a date with somebody at some level. Not sex on the first date, but at some point, don't you have a thought about that? I mean, do we just say, "Oh man, I bet that's a good person to have dinner with. I want to spend 6 months going to dinner with him."
Yeah, like whether or not you would. That's why I say would. I don't say will. Whether or not I would have sex with you, based off of how you look, yeah, of course it crosses all of our mind because you have to, see if this person is attractive to you. That doesn't mean I don't know why I can't talk right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you will. It just means that I would if everything goes well.
Right. Big I, big L. Don't mean it is gonna happen.
I wish it took 4 seasons, Antoinette. Girl, me and Darren wouldn't have had half the pounds we have. It only took 4 seasons. 4 seasons. Wow, wishful thinking.
Roll. Now we got the troublemaker here. All right, now we ready. Chloe, welcome to the show.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all
doing? Waiting on you.
Yes.
All right, Mel. Oh yeah. Hey man, I can't. This show I needed some assistance with, and once Trina volunteered, the second statement out of her mouth, she said, I want Chloe to be on this show. Let me see what Chloe doing. Let me see. Cause I know Chloe like to start a little shit. So Mel, can you put up the first scenario for me? I forgot how I numbered it, but just put up either one of them you want to put. Oh, okay. You know what? All right, yeah, we'll start with this one. And
wait, y'all, I gotta grab some water. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. So I need to pull it up where I can read to make it just a little bit bigger here. But this one is about, again, a man and a woman. Apparently, they've been courting. They've been having conversations based on what you can see.
And that one, I don't even qualify that as courting because he didn't even meet her. So can you really court somebody that you didn't meet?
Well, how do we think he got her number?
I mean, how he got her number, they could have just met each other in a parking lot or something and they just never linked up. So, I would say he's still trying to get to date 1. He had never even gotten to date 1 to even know if he wanted to proceed to make her his woman.
Now here's my thing, y'all. We don't know if he did or did not make it to date 1. He just said you've been blowing me off for months to link. That doesn't mean that they haven't linked up before or they haven't seen each other before. But that's the assumption that we made. But that doesn't necessarily. Well, to me, it really doesn't even. Personally, it doesn't matter. My opinion is probably a little bit different from everybody else's. Darn, I ain't got a camera on. My opinion is a little bit different from everybody else's because I see his side of the coin because if she lied about, if she says, well, I've been paying bills or whatever. If you lied about the initial reason why and I gave you money, how do I know you're not also lying about the bill aspect? Women do it all the time. This could really be her being a schemer across the board. So a lot of people were saying that, well, how he going to get upset and ask for the money back if, she was paying bills? But how do we know that's actually what she did? All we know is that's what she said. And if she's gone, if she's gone a month and if she's gone many or most, he done sent her money. At some point, baby, Klarna, Afterpay, Goodwill, and us women are very resourceful whenever it comes to our hair. My hair look a mess. You see what I got on my head, Trina, and I still need some tutorials about wrapping. But at some point over a series of months, if this brother is taking you out, he ain't even asking you to spend money. He's saying that he wants to take you out. So if over a series of months, he's sending you $450 and you saying that you had bills to pay, you had enough time to continue to talk to him over a series of months, and you had enough conversation to get $450 out of him, but you didn't at any point you can get a whole outfit that includes from head to toe for $20. And then you can do your own hair or you can wrap it up. So I get where he's coming from. I understand where everybody else is coming from, but there's more to this story before I can actually just say he wrong. That's just me.
I don't see it as I don't think he's wrong. I think he's stupid. He's definitely stupid. I mean, no doubt about that. I don't see that thread as a dating thing. he may want to date her, but dude, like she jammed the shit out you. How you don't see this? You know, like, so to me, on his end, he's trying to get at her, but she probably got a whole bunch of dudes lined up. I mean, like there's women that they are good at what they do. Hustling men is what they do. So, and he's a fool.
What I see is, one, you sending her money, and you know, me and Trinity talked about this. Well, however you look, however he met you, he know what you look like. And if he still was trying to holler at you, what is it? What more do you need to do to go out? I mean, you know, maybe if he trying to take you somewhere and you don't have a nice enough outfit for that, then y'all just kind of drop it down. But you've been, according to what I'm reading, you've been trying to get at her for a minute. You asked to come over to her house, she told you no, which to me is always a red flag. But we don't know what their what was their prior. All we can go about is what they got. And you sent this money, and you want to know if y'all still on. To me, it comes across as being a paymaster.
Now you want to see this chick so bad, you sent her $450 for some hair in the outfit. Let me tell you, right now, I'm cute. I'm like cute as shit right now, though. Like, for real, though. You can't see my whole body, but I'm cute. This dress, $8. Like, stop the madness. This wrap, $8. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You know, you really sent her $450. You a fool, dude. You stupid. You mad dumb. Like, come on, you that what this girl got? I need to see her. I need to see what she look like. Why is you chasing her so hard? What, you want the booty that bad? Like, dude.
Yeah, $450 for anything. Like I said,
he still gotta take her out. He ain't even take her out yet.
If you had an emergency or something, and we cool and we've been talking for a minute, we ain't never been away and I'm sending you $450 to go out with me. I mean, to me, it says I'm bottom of the barrel. $450. And like I said, now we still gotta talk about a date. And now you mad that she's saying come over to the house. So you can get the date, because now she's saying come to the house, but because you done sent $450, that was on you. Because at least in here, she ain't asked for it. Because I've seen a lot of people tell me she asked for it. She ain't asked for the money. She didn't ask for the money. Now she may have dropped some innuendo in there. She may have played her, you know, I can't do this because of this, you know, like the whole babysitter thing. But she didn't ask for nothing.
How you know? But how do you know?
But that's what I'm saying. Based on what we got right here.
No, but the only thing we can go off of is what's here. We don't have the whole background, so we can't assume that she didn't ask for it.
The reason why I would say
I said based on what's here, she didn't ask for money. Based on what's here, she didn't ask for it.
I'm saying, how can we assume that she didn't?
We're not assuming.
The reason I would assume she didn't, I'm sorry, is because he said for months. He would have why not just get rid of 450 months ago then? Why is months passing by if she asked for it months ago? Here. I mean, that don't mean she asked for it months ago either, but
that's what I'm saying. This, just off of this conversation right here, there's so many other parts that can be filled in. We don't know if she asked for it, if she didn't ask for it. We don't know if they've been out before or have not been out before. Either way, and we don't know if she really spent it on what she said she spent it on, or if she just juicing him.
Okay.
If she just a scam.
Now, let me give you the legal perspective. He says, because of course you was with his writing, you've been blowing me off for months to link because your hair and nails are never done and you need a new outfit. I send you $450. Not I lent you. But I send you.
I understand that, Darren, but what I'm saying is that we don't know if
you don't have to know, Chloe. The court said once you put send in, it ain't a loan. You saying you want your money back, but you ain't saying. So we can assume the court say what it say. You said
didn't say it was a loan.
The court is not going to assume anything. The court is going to ask that question.
No, they're not, Claude. They're going to ask you for your documentation.
The court is going to ask you. I've watched enough Judge Judy's and stuff, Darren. The court is going to ask you, was this a loan or was this a bill?
And you're going to see the text that said, I sent you. That's the same thing they do in child support. When a man pay child support, Chloe, if he don't put child support on that receipt, if he give his baby mama $100, guess what it's called? Every day, it's a gift. It's a gift, unless she says it's child support money. Ain't they in court never gonna override that, Chloe?
And just going off of like my interactions, my experiences with men, that thread don't look, it just don't read like she asked for it. It looked like he wanted to go out with her so bad he sent her. He like, damn, babe, what I gotta do? You know, here, you need money to get your hair here. And that's what it looked like to me. I mean, I'm sure you and lots of the other beautiful women, we've had guys offer stuff because they want to get our time. You need a baby? Here, I'll pay your mama this. What bottle of liquor your mama need? You know, they offering stuff because they want to get us. They want to get our time. So,
but on the flip side, you have a lot of women that go around that asking. So it's like those little paragraphs is not enough for me. I don't make assumptions no more. I just had a conversation on another wall. I need to know the facts. I need to know the facts because a lot of times it be so much up here and it be so much under here. But whenever it comes to having these discussion topics, when people post them, they post the part that's going to get us to talk.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened before or after. So my thing is, dude, you sent her $450 and
he played himself.
Yeah.
He played himself.
At the end of the day, whether she asked or not, he played himself.
And
it don't sound like they linked at all, you know. But they could have. It's just I don't know.
Because it's ways around all of this, and with the advent of reality TV and all these court shows, every brother know now when you give money, you need to say certain things. If you want your money back, if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna do this. How many times we done seen about these damn engagement rings and promissory rings? Make yourself clear. But if you've been chasing her all this time just to get her to go out, you put yourself in a sucker position. And it's like when I tell guys about, oh man, these women want money dates. And I say it all the time. And one guy came in when I was working the other day. He said, man, I've been trying to ask this girl to go out. So, bro, she been telling you no for 6 weeks. What is you doing? Oh, I just stepped my game up. I told her I'm going to take her here. But she been telling you no for 6 weeks. So now when you offer to take her to this fancy restaurant and she go, what are you expecting? Oh, I'm gonna show her that she already told she don't want you. So when you ask her to go eat and she said yeah, because she want to eat, now what? She ain't wrong because she done told you. She told you up front. She was open and honest. You're not her type. Trina done had them. I'm sure you done had them, Chloe. Guys who gonna change your mind. At some point, most women will just don't even want to get into it. But at some point, when you hungry and somebody keep offering, what you gonna do? Cause I done heard some of Trina's story. Trina got a hella cutoff game. So if he keep offering to take you out to eat,
play a hustler game, you know. So that's why I was like, I'm reading this thread. It looked like she played him, but then again, she may have asked for it. Because how do you know $450? At some point they discussed this money. It's just not showing that part. At some point he knew that $450 was the magic number. But I don't know. Either way, I don't really think this thread here has to do with a relationship. It's him wanting to get at her. She clearly not interested, and she blew his ass off again.
Yeah, and it's at this point when the guys, when a girl is giving you no vibes, why do you keep chasing her? Do you want it that bad that you're willing to go in your pocket? Because now you're gonna call her a gold digger. Now you're gonna call her names, but she's giving you clues. If it took me and Trina. It took us a while to go out, but there was no constant thing. We had a lot of things going on, but once I said I was, because she challenged me to come to New York, that I was just playing, and while we were talking, I booked the flight. That was the end of that. But she never said she didn't want to go out. I mean, we just had reasons why we couldn't. So when you got somebody who is telling you no, or telling you that she can't because of something simple, Chloe, let's go out to dinner. If you say, hey, my hair ain't done, I don't feel like it tonight, I got you. Chloe, I asked you 3-4 days later, a week and a half later, if you can tell me for months that you ain't ready to go out, but you going out to work or whatever, because if I've seen you, I know what you look like. I ain't expecting you to come out and be a beauty queen. We can go bowling. We can go somewhere where you ain't got to put on your Sunday's finest.
But on top of that, let's just say she really is about having her hair done and her outfit right all the time. So minus my $450, you just been walking around looking like a damn bum for months. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. You been getting your damn hair did. You look fine. You been getting stuff taken care of. She G'd him. End of story. She just G'd him, and he was a sucker. He was a mark. And she probably wasn't even trying to in the beginning, but you chasing her for months after months. Listen, keep coming after me. Keep coming after me if you want to. I'm gonna get what you offering and probably then some more just because you won't stop. So it could have been that too. It's a whole bunch of couldas. We don't know, you know. But oh well, it's not a relationship.
We do know him. We do know she invited him over. She said, "I can cook for you." She said, "I can cook for you." Now you mad because she invited you over.
And okay, and Melody said, "Nah, I feel her. I've gone many months not getting hair or nails done. I'll be working." Okay, so I mean, but if you're so super picky about having your women that are super duper picky about having their hair done and fly all the time, they're gonna stay fly all the time. They're gonna have some semblance of fly. If they gotta go get a cute wig, they're gonna find, like Chloe said, women, we gonna find a damn way. We ain't about to be walking around here looking raggedy if that raggedy is not about us. We not gonna do it.
Cause y'all can make miracles. Y'all can make miracles.
Exactly. Most of us can, especially if we grew up poor. We had to make it. But listen, we gonna figure it out. So I'm not buying that.
What you say about your hair, Chloe? It wasn't ready, so you put a wrap on it. You need to give you some. But if you really want to go out with dudes, you're gonna find a way and make that wrap work with an outfit.
Well, wrap, give me some Lee press-ons, do my own manicure, pedicure, whatever it is whatever I got to do. If I really want to go out, that's what I'm gonna do. And just like Trina said, I personally don't believe she was using that towards bills, because like you said, if she really wanted to be with this dude, she was gonna make a way. And ain't no way in the world she's been going around for 2 months looking a hot mess. No way. So I don't believe she used towards bill. I do believe that she used him.
Mm-hmm. But he stood in line and raised his hand and volunteered.
Yeah, and sure did.
And I hate to use, but like when Trina was in Syracuse, she had a situation. And it wasn't even that I didn't trust her. She needed some assistance. I offered. Trina never asked me. She said something. I said, "Tell me what it is. Give me your account numbers because I can do this online." And it wasn't that I didn't want to send her the money. I just knew I could do it right then. She ain't got to wait 3 or 4 days for me to get this and move it. I could just pay it right now online. And that was it. But the caveat was, me and Trina were in a relationship. And I told her, I met a girl who's like, "Yeah, you like the kind of guy that'll take me to a 5-star restaurant." I just started laughing. I don't know you. I ain't spending no real money on nobody. I don't know if we get along, because no. Oh, you a cheap dude. You call me whatever you want to. I don't take strangers to a 5-star restaurant. Hell, I don't even like 5-star food. Jessica, don't say shit. Okay, Jess? Don't say nothing. But I don't like LD is long distance. But yeah, so he volunteered. He volunteered 2-3 times because she gave him the little blow-offs and he wouldn't go away. Ladies, I know some of y'all got the best of morals, but when y'all trying to be, and Chloe, I bet you get to this, when y'all trying to be nice to a guy and break him down without hurting his feelings, and y'all just won't be your authentic evil self, and they keep hanging on because they think they see you in a weakness. Trina, have you done that before?
What I do is I go and post all them text
messages. You already know I have.
I go post them all on Facebook and tag him and tag his business. Because Negro, I've been telling you no since 2015. So I've been trying to be nice.
And when he want to take you to a fancy restaurant after you've been telling him no for 3 years, what you gonna say?
No, I'm not. I'm the type of person. If I don't want to deal with you, I don't want to deal with you. I don't use people. If I don't want to be bothered, I simply don't want to be bothered. I'm not going to let you sit in my face. I'm not going to play in your face just to get a meal. I take myself out to eat all the time. I've never been that type of chick.
It depends on my mood. It's all a mood thing for me. If I don't feel like being bothered, I don't feel like, but you want to keep banging on it. And then my stomach was like, right at the time that she was like, "Yo, you want to go out?" I'm like, you know what?
My thing is, I can't pretend, because it's like, if I don't want to be bothered with you, it's going to be very obvious I don't want to be bothered with you. So I'm just.
Is that when y'all get on the phone during the whole date?
Who?
When y'all don't want to be bothered, but we keep pestering y'all.
I'll block you.
All right, what we're gonna do? we're gonna take a quick break, then we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back with the $25 scenario, because that's the one we here for. We here for the $25. So, Melly Mel, take us a break time, and we'll be right back. Y'all know what it is. Get y'all something to drink.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get them. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, clean bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up message quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Stride K-12 powered schools are ready to put over 20 years of being a leader in online education to work for you. Dive into curriculum design for the online classroom. Team up with state-certified teachers trained in virtual instruction. Take control of your child's education journey. Discover the power of personalized learning with a leader experienced in preparing kids for a future they can be excited about. Take charge. Stride K-12. Enroll now for the fall.
All right, we back. So let's just jump on into it. What is that in Chloe background? I'm like, that is not Chloe. Oh, there she go. I'm like, what the heck? All right, go on and put up a $25 scenario. This is the one that is comical to me, because again, too many of us men are trying to do way too much. And in my experience, most women like a modicum of honesty. They can deal with whatever it is we give them if we tell them the truth. Most women that I have met don't require expensive dates. I'm going to tell you, fellas, in my opinion, that's a full-fledged stop sign. If she wants you to take her somewhere expensive first, she's telling you she's using you. So this guy, of course, we're going to stick with what he got. This guy offers to take this woman on a date to a nice restaurant. He tells her this. That's important. He opens the door, pulls out her chair, and will gladly pay. This is his setup. Except as you are ordering, ladies and gentlemen, he lets you know that you got a $25 budget, drink included. The answers on this were hilarious. What do you do? This was hilarious. And it took me back, because I'm going to let the ladies talk in a minute, but it took me back to the post when we talked about men not having no money and all the things the ladies would do to save his masculinity. Because I don't get that, because I ain't got no money. It's not a masculine thing. Lots of people don't have enough money. But when I start looking at some of the crazy excuses of why this is acceptable, women talking about, oh, I like a man on a budget. And I bet Chloe and Trina, I'm gonna speak for them right quick. I bet both of them have dated men who weren't 6 figures or 6 feet tall and who were on a budget. But they won't let them trick them and take them to an expensive restaurant and tell them they couldn't have nothing but a glass of water. So, ladies, I'm gonna let y'all go on in here and jump in before I start jumping on the dudes. Go ahead, Chloe. I see your head right.
Trina Marie, go first, ma'am.
Trina got a drink, so I know she's good and ready.
What's the question? I seen Chloe's answer first, and that's the one I was all with Chloe with that one. She said she'd get on her phone, pull up the lift, get the ride. She out. I'm so with that. Don't play with me, boy. Don't you play with me.
Don't play in my face, because you playing in my face now,
girl. So I can't say what I would do, because like I said, I am very verbal. So I would be telling myself, Trina, don't say nothing. Trina, don't say nothing. Trina gonna say something. I'm gonna say something, but I'm getting the hell up out of here too. I am leaving. How dare you? How dare you insult me like that? To me, it's an insult. I treat myself better than that. So you better at least at base level treat me as good as I treat me. Or no, I gotta go. Don't play with me.
Here's my thing. Nowadays, I'll say people, but I'm gonna speak on men because that's all I date is men. Nowadays, men do so much to try you, to test you. From the time they start talking to you until the dates. First of all, I'm so tired of these type scenarios, because you don't see these types of scenarios posed to men. They're always posed to women. And these types of scenarios are always posed really so once the women start speaking, they can pounce. And they can say, as I was called, a gold digger, or they can say, she just wants your money. And she probably can't even spend that amount on herself. I mean, all of these things that comes from, as they say, and I don't use this too tough, low vibrating men, and men who want to pick from the lowest hanging fruit. If you could have just, like I said, I said previously on another post, if it was a matter of your pockets not being where you can afford to take, first of all, it can't be an expensive restaurant if he's saying drink included, $25 limit. Because basically what you're a nice, what do you consider a nice restaurant? Because some people think that Applebee's is a nice restaurant. So I guess we need to go in and get a two for 22. And then they have the $5 drink specials. Or if it's supposed to be a nice restaurant for $25, I guess I'm drinking sweet tea and an appetizer because spinach dip is $12.
Right.
So, so if I'm gonna get, I guess I'm gonna get the cheap wine, or maybe I'm gonna get a Corona. I don't know. But my thing is, for you to even come, whenever they set this scenario up, they've set this scenario up for women to fail, because they said that he did this and he did that. So just because he got dressed up and took me to a nice restaurant and he pulled out my chair and he did this and he does it, does that mean that I should feel grateful? Should I feel honored that he's doing all of these things? So I should be okay with accepting it because of this, and this. I'm sorry, but I'm 52 years old. I said I was gonna stop quoting my age, but I'm too old for this shit. Because a 10-piece wing with fries and a drink at American Deli is now $16.99. So where you taking me cannot be all of that. But most importantly, you cheesy as hell to try and tell me once we sit down, I have a $25 limit. Bruh, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I am so far past that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my phone. I'm going to, with me, because it's my money, I'm going to check and see if Lyft or Uber, which one is the cheapest. I'm going to order me a car. I'm going to say, have a good evening. I'm going to get up and go to the door and wait. The people who say, oh, I'm going to sit down and I just go out and pay for my own meal. No. You asked me to go out on a date, and I be damned if I'm going to sit here in front of you, order some food that I'm going to pay for and engage in conversation with you after you just showed me what type of Negro you are. I'm not even going to give you don't even deserve my time or my presence. You don't deserve my time or my presence. You need to go get you one of them little hood rats. That's what you need to go get the chick who bombing $450. You need to go get somebody like that. That's who you need to get. But no, I'm not gonna give you no more of my time. I'm gonna leave your ass right there. So you can take the 25 you was gonna spend on me and on yourself. With whatever amount you was gonna put with you. And bro, y'all can have a very nice time. Because by the time I get to the door, you are blocked.
Period. And on top of that, you know, like I've seen quite a few women talking about oh, I like a man who can budget. I love it. Stop it. Do you even know what budgeting is? Budgeting, a man that is budgeting his money to taking somebody out, he calculates the highest priced meal. He calculates that. He don't be like, oh, well, that's not budgeting at all. So he calculates the highest price. Let's say him and her got the highest price meal and she wanted a drink or two. That's true budgeting. You know, if you're going to take her here. Other than that, if your budget is $25, that's the top of your budget, then the top of whatever meal is on the menu need to be $25 damn dollars. What if I don't want no fucking chicken nuggets? Excuse me, or whatever, you know, tenders. I don't want that shit. I don't eat it no other damn time. Why I'm gonna eat it today? Because you feel like you are not about to get my conversation, all this good ass conversation. You ain't getting none of this shit. I'm gonna sit here and I'm trying to talk to you, and it's over and over, just like replay. Just you can only get $25. You can only get $25. That's all I'm gonna hear. I'm not gonna hear nothing else. So no.
My thing is this right here. You know, people ask about budgets and all this other stuff. Let me tell you something. If he is a good man, his approach is good, he smell good, he know how to clean up after work. I don't care if you hanging off the back of a damn trash truck, long as you got your own and you're not trying to move in with me. And you got goals. You trying to go somewhere. Now, if you happy with staying a trash man at the age of 52, bro, I can't mess with you. I'm sorry. But if you can't afford it, be creative with it. I'm all for a creative ass date. We could have went to Publix. We could have got a foot long, or you get half, I get half. We could have got some 13 crimes, some $2 13 crimes. We could have grabbed 2 cheesecakes, a picnic basket. We ain't even got to get a damn picnic basket, baby. You can keep it in the bag. Grab a blanket. Grab a peel. What do you call them things? The whatever the little thing. And we could have went and sit in the park. I live right up the street from Grant Park. We could have went and sit in the park, had a good time, played Uno, played spades, talk junk, and really, really vibe off each other. And I would have been pleased as pie. But whenever you take me to a restaurant and you telling me that I only have I can only spend $25. A lot of times brothers are trying to test you. And as soon as you go along with that, please believe oftentimes that's what you're going to continue to get, or even worse. You're going to keep on seeing how far he can go. But then he got this other chick over here who requires more, and he's jumping up to meet her. Women, we got to stop saying, well, no. Just like I don't do roommates that move in together and shaking and we pay half. No, bro. I don't fuck my roommates.
That's right. And I don't like the whole teasing of the thing. Don't tease me like that. You know, to me, that's the equivalent of so I bring you over my crib. I get in some sexy ass negligee, and I just walk around and tell you can't touch it. Don't touch it. Get the fuck out of here. What you mean, bitch? What you dress like that for? What you doing all this for? And as far as if you are accepting that, you cool with that. You really think it's gonna stop there? This is the first date, boo. You think it's gonna stop there? Now y'all going to Six Flags and you can't eat shit because he budgeting. Oh, I love a man that can budget while your stomach growling like a motherfucker. You done been on all these damn rides, spinning and shit. Okay, and then y'all go, every time y'all go out to eat, he on a but girl stop. So you can't really fully enjoy any experience because he keeps taking you to these damn places he can't afford. I'm cool with ice cream in the park. I'm so easy. So don't play with me like that. Just don't play with me like that.
And I think what we're missing, because everybody keeps talking about the budget, and I'm okay with the budget. Again, I've dated women. Most women are okay if they know ahead of time. When you tell a woman that you're taking her to a nice restaurant, this is my impression as a man having dated the fair species. One, they finna dress up when you tell them you're taking somewhere nice. So that's time and energy. A woman, if I tell either one of these ladies, hey, we going bowling, guess what? They ain't got to do a whole lot. They okay with that. They know when I say bowling, they're not expecting a whole lot. But if I say we going out, as I told Trina before, Trina, I need you to put on dress. I need you to be that chick. I need for you to walk and look at you. You dressing. Chloe gonna dress. And then they tell you when you get the menu that we at this expensive place, but it's $25. See, that's not budgeting. That's just a sneak attack. Budgeting is you knowing that I'm struggling, but I still want your attention. Hey, I'm gonna find time for you because that's what we say. Everybody want time. You want quality time. So I'm hustling and struggling to get doing this and getting that. So as Trina said, as Chloe said, we can do some park dates. We can do some things that are inexpensive while we're getting to know each other. We can see what each other's about. But when I tell you to get dressed because we going somewhere nice, and then I tell you got a $25 limit, then no. See, that ain't a budget. That's a sneak attack. Because before you got dressed, he could say, hey, we're going here, but I'm on a budget. And I can only spend $25. See, that's budgeting. Because I'm letting you know up front, hey, this is all we can do right now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work me or whatever. But women, and Chloe, Trina, y'all can speak. Women don't like getting dressed to the nines, putting on they good cologne, they good shit. Because from my experience, when women get dressed, they want to be seen. See, they don't want to put on their great shit to go sit at Red Lobster. When they put on their good shit, and I put the sundial, but we going to a nice restaurant, and then somebody said, maybe we need to discuss what nice is.
Right.
But ain't none of this about budgeting. This is about a sneak attack. This is all this is.
Hold on, Darren. This is my thing. And I see Melanie say, he said nice restaurant, not expensive. Mm-hmm. Even a nice restaurant still is gonna put you over $25.
Right. My glasses are wine alone.
A 656 sports bar, and I order the lamb chops with 2 sides, and that's $21. That's a sports bar. If you go there, by the time I go there, if I order the spinach dip, even if I don't order the lamb chops, if I order spinach dip and then I order wings, we already at $30. Easily at $30. I haven't had anything to drink but water. And then I see people say, well, what was it? Exactly. I would have passed the test with flying colors. Baby, you can do tests. I don't do tests. You're not gonna
right.
Don't even test me because I will purposely fail. Like that door test. If he opens the door, if she don't reach over and open the door, then you need to fire her ass because she's selfish. Yeah, baby, I failed those tests. I failed those tests with a big fat. I get a 0 on all those tests because I know I'm a good woman. I know what I bring to the table. I know what you're getting whenever you're getting close. I don't test you, so don't test me. We're too old for this. We're too old for this. And then my daughter is 28 years old, baby, and she don't even do tests. My daughter is schooling me at the age of 28. I don't do tests.
And let me just say something.
With the reach over the door stuff, that was in the goddamn 70s or some shit when they didn't have. Don't you got what I need to reach over for? You don't have to stick the key in the door to unlock it anymore. You don't have to do that. So the need for me to stretch my little ass across this big ass boat is gone. I don't have to do that anymore.
But even when you use that,
Melody, you said Red Lobster is nice. Tell me, even with Red Lobster. Okay, girl.
Right, like my glass of wine is $9. I want 2, so I'm done. I done maxed out just drinking wine. Like shit, what? Really?
Chloe, let me go back to the seatbelt. Because, see, most gentlemen don't know this. When we open a door and put you in, we're supposed to seatbelt you to make sure you're in safe. So you shouldn't be able to reach the door no way. See, they don't want to tell you the whole story.
I had somebody like that would reach in and put my seatbelt on.
Yeah, because that's completing the process.
And give me some sugar. And,
right.
And my coochie started flowing, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
And so, you know, me and Trina were talking earlier, these dudes want old school values, but they want to be 21st century dudes. You can't have old school shit doing 21st century shit. Or you want a 21st century woman, but you got to find what it is you're looking for and stick with that. Because you can't, you know, you want this. You want her to do this. It's like I said earlier, how can I, if I'm letting Trina make all the decisions, I want you and Trina to chase after me, but I want to be the man. But y'all doing all the leading. All I'm doing is responding. So how can I be the leader if I need for y'all to take me to do this? I need for y'all to court me. Why y'all don't take me out? Chloe, you missed the beginning of the show. Chloe, have you dated men that you've taken out? Have you paid for dates?
Of course.
And I'm trying to figure out where they meet these women who don't pay for dates. But again, there's a conversation. So if you're talking to a woman and she tell you, oh, I ain't never paying for a man, then see, that's a full-fledged stop sign. Why are you still talking to her if that's part of what you want?
Right.
That to me is ignorance in itself. Oh, these women won't do this. So if they won't do it, it's like I said, and Chloe had a show and she's going to do another one eventually. But why, if people don't matter to you, why are you worried about what they're doing? I'm not going to date this woman so she can find a guy who wants to do that for her. Why am I sweating her? She is not on my peripheral. I'm not in hers. When a woman said, hey, I don't like guys with beards, I didn't try to convince her of why she should date a guy with a beard because I wasn't going to shave. Peace be unto you, and get the hell on. Why is it we are so convinced that we should try to change people's ways, and then we talk about all these stupid ass tests that we are giving y'all, but we don't even know how the tests go? Because even with the one with the girl who paid for the dude eventually, had all the babies by her, she's still titleless, she's still a single mother, and she's still raising her kids in a broken home. But we don't want to talk about that because he stayed around for 4 or 5 years and still never married her. Still never did anything. And
who are you talking about?
Remember that post where the guy didn't have no money and the girl came up with the money and she was winning?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and see, like, I think too many people use the term single mother too loosely. She was an unmarried mother. She wasn't a single mother. There's a difference. Single as in marital status, but not single as in raising the kids alone.
Yeah, well, that's what she wasn't a single parent, but she was because he may have gave him, but he never did anything for her for y'all to keep saying she won because she moved on, he moved on. So what is it that she won? She spent some money, yeah, he gave her some money back. And if all you in is for the money, that's okay. I know women who are doing it for the money. I know guys who do it for the money. Y'all need to find each other because a lot of women don't care about an expensive date as much as they do your time. Right. Most women would love a picnic. You get a chance to talk, get a chance to know each other. People watch all kind of stuff. They ain't trying to go to the symphony. They ain't trying to go here. And, you know, I made a post a while ago in one of the groups of women about asking, you know, helping me plan a date. And it was crazy the amount of women said, I'm not going to help no man plan a date. You grown. You should know how to do. I said, so if I pick something you don't like, then what? Because to me, that's the craziest thing. If I'm telling you, I want to take you out, but hey, help me plan this date for you. Help me so we can do something that I know you like and I know I like. Because as Trina said, I might take you to Ruth Chris because Ruth Chris is a nice restaurant. But Trina don't eat meat like that. So Trina going to sit there and be gagging and be giving you the funk face. And my favorite answer to this whole post was one lady said, you know what? I'm just going to get up, walk to another table, call another dude. We're going to stay at that restaurant and eat while this other dude pay for me. And I'm going to go home and give him some in front of the other dude's face. I'm like, damn.
So Darren, so Melody just made a comment. And this is, it's funny because this is what we were talking about earlier. She said, I guess I'm just overly conscious of the male insecurities and the things they may have experienced. So I'm not tripping. Come on now, don't be moving on me. So I'm not tripping off these first date tests because I know the roots of them. Now, what were you just saying? How, you know, these guys with their insecurities and their big egos, they are so used to women being accommodating to soothe their insecurities and to make them feel good that we are willing to accept substandard treatment because we want to make them feel good. All the while they treating us like we their little sister and shit.
Well, here's my thing right here. Between social media, these types of memes and stuff, we have been beat down so much that we are afraid to have expectations or speak of expectations. But a lot of the women that I see that are being, I mean, I understand men have their insecurities, they have this and they have that, but we always are making alliances for men. But men always say to us, if you are damaged, you need to get yourself healed before you start dating. Now, they want us to be whole and not damaged, but they expect us to be accommodating to them. We got to stroke their ego. We got to worry about their ego. But so many are not concerned about us. They're not concerned about the things that we've been through. They're not because we don't punish me for what the last man did. We hear that all the time. But we got to shrink ourselves because of their ego. Now, I'm not an ego smasher, but I do have expectations. I know who I am. I know what I expect. If you get to know me, I'm not high maintenance. I'm not expensive. I don't need Ruth Chris because I don't even like fucking steak.
Right.
But I'm not going to not have expectations, and I'm not going to just accept anything just for the sake of having a man. Because I heard people say, well, I did this and I did this and I got him, but are you with him now?
Yeah. And that's the sad thing.
I also need to know what happened, what else has happened, because in these type, like I said, with these type of situations, whenever you're saying we're on a date, it sounds like maybe it's the first date. Because I'm gonna tell you, once we've been together for a while, or we've been dating for a while, you can tell me, baby, your limit today is $25 because this is all I got. I mean, it's me and my ex used to have a running joke. Can I order expensive? And he used to tell me, that's why you probably remember me saying it all the time, Darren. He used to tell me all the time, he said, you know, if you order from the right side of the menu, that means we fucking tonight. That was a running joke because the right side is expensive. But no, I'm not making any alliances anymore. I'm sorry. That was cheesy. Telling me I got a $25 limit whenever you ask me to go out on a date. Bruh, if your pockets were not ready, you need to learn how to do Uber. You need to learn how to do rideshare services, you need to learn how. I see men in the store doing Instacart. You need to do whatever you need to do. If you can't afford, if you're gonna tell me you can't afford to date me, and I'm not an expensive person, but your mentality alone for you to put that off on me, it might be good for the ones who are in their 20s, 25 or whatever. I go half, I ain't got no problem, this, that, and that. I have a problem. I'm not that woman. And don't ridicule me because I'm not that woman. Don't ridicule me because I'm not that woman.
Yeah, at 42, I'm not doing it either. I'm not doing it. And you know, the sad part about women being so accommodating for men, it's like y'all fucking up the dating pool. Like for real. Y'all don't even realize.
That's what they're expecting now.
So it's like y'all give the saying, what you won't do another woman will, power. Y'all giving that shit deep power. Because you ain't gonna do that shit with me and Chloe, but you can. Sorry, I don't mean it. I'm not trying to insult you, but you can run the melody and Jess, and you can go do that shit because they cool with it. So then, quite naturally, the men are gonna lower their standards because they can. They can lower how much of a woman or how important they want to treat us, because there's women that I'm cheap anyway. I'm cheap too. Shit, me and Darren, we ate fucking Chinese food the first date. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with ice cream in a park. I'm cool with this cheap shit. Most of us are, but don't play with me. Don't insult my intelligence. And like I said, it really ruins dating for a lot of people. So now women, especially like, you know, I guess I'm a kind of old schoolish. I'm not in my 50s, but I'm still kind of old schoolish. You're going to treat me certain kind of ways. You know, I'm not going on a date with my little fucking brother or my brother. My brother can say shit like, all right, sis, you can. My brother can do that shit to me. Like Chloe said, somebody that I've been dating for a while, he can do that. A first date, you cannot do that to me. There are things you cannot do, and when we're in the brand new dating process. And as long as y'all keep letting them get away with this shit, they're gonna keep on doing it. Y'all think it's bad now? Wait till y'all daughters come up. Our daughters got to get out here. So they can. I seen one say, oh, I'll just pay for my own meal and I'll ask him if he need help with his too. What?
What a girl, women. I know they went on one of them posts that what?
Yes, it was. It was on their post. She said, I'll pay for mine and I'll ask him if he needs help.
And I'm
married and I'm still mad about that.
You're going to be paying for it, and then he's going to start asking you for money. That's why you see so many men around here that are riding around with a car with AKA tags on the back, with a pink furry steering wheel, and she's at work, but he's riding in her car. That's why so many men are quick to say that on the first date we should go Dutch or this, that, third. Baby.
Because the women saying it, they like, I'll pay for my own. No,
I don't have a problem paying for my own. Maybe he this, maybe he that, maybe he ain't got it. Let me tell you something about Chloe. When Chloe money is not right, my pussy don't even get wet. So when Chloe's money is not right, only thing I'm thinking about is getting up out this hole. I'm not thinking about that. And see, that's the difference. Men will try and date you broke and see how much they can get away with. Me, I don't even want to date you when I'm broke, because I like, whenever I'm dating, I like to treat. I like to surprise. I like to do nice things for whoever I'm dating. So if my money wrong, I'm gonna tell you no. I got to do this. I got to do this because I need to make sure. If he dating, he can't. Okay, so if he can't really afford to date me, as we progress, is he gonna try and move in with me? Is he gonna
already know he is.
Money? I went out with this. I dated this guy, and we went out on the first date. The first date really wasn't even there. I think we went to like Dugan's or something like that. The second day, he came out and he asked me, "You got this?" What?
And I'm gonna say this before we go to break, because I said this before. Ladies, these dudes ain't men, because men operate in a totally different vibe. These dudes have got y'all so accustomed to taking the fall for them and their shitty behavior with all these excuses. If he's damaged, if he ain't got the money, guess what? All he gotta do is tell you that. I've said before, there are lots of women who are cool with just having a maintenance man and having sex. Don't settle up for something that you can't do. Give them the option. Once you give them the option, they don't feel the need to bust your windows or kill your car or none of that shit. But you cannot sit back and tell. And again, I'm okay with a budget. Telling a woman at the time she getting ready to order, her limit is $25. That's where the foul occurs, because you've got her expectations up. When I tell Chloe we going to Dairy Queen or we going to Baskin Robbins, Chloe ain't thinking about $50 worth of ice cream. Right. So she ain't got a mindset on that. But when I tell we going somewhere else, Trina ain't got a mind. Trina asked me, how do I need to dress? How I tell her how to dress tells her what we gonna do. Because when I say we going somewhere, dress comfortable, because we're gonna be doing a lot of it. She don't have the same vibe. She want to eat, but she ain't thinking about eating. She ain't wearing her fancy stuff where she got to eat with 3 different forks. This is a setup. And too many women are giving dudes excuses, because men are gonna step up, because we care about what you think about us, because most of us want the goodies. So we're gonna put out a good faith effort. But if you start giving me excuses, even real men will sit back and let you do too much and not say nothing, because you're doing it for them. If you don't require shit, guess what? Even grown-ass men will take the path of least resistance. If you want to be treated like shit and I ain't got to do nothing special, you sure me I ain't got to spend no money on you, guess what I ain't going to do? I ain't going to spend no money. I ain't going to take you nowhere. You don't require none of that. See, these women want something. They want something. They ain't going to keep going on me wearing sneakers and shorts. They're going to be like, yo, D, what's up? You can't never dress no better than that? And guess what? I got 2 choices. I say, no, this is all I got. I can step my game up. Eventually, they'll walk away or they're going to come with me. But we're going to take a break and we're going to come back, because it's 7:30. So we're going to take a quick break and come right back, though, for y'all to marinate on this.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
This is Brian Fulford. A.B. Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
I'm returning to Clinton Paris, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home here. What makes Tampa special are its people. So when I represent someone injured in my community, it's personal. Call my office and speak to a real lawyer and not some referral service. I will fight the insurance companies to get the settlement that you deserve. At the law office of Clinton Paris, we take the pain out of being hurt.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
Let's face it, shopping for insurance can be time consuming. That's why when it comes to your auto, home, and life insurance needs, make things simple and trust the experts at Allstate. They will help you get the coverage that fits your needs while helping you bundle your life, home, and auto policies. Bundling saves you money, sure, but it also saves you time, so you can enjoy the things that matter most even more. Contact me, Tammy Haynes, your local agent, for a free personalized insurance quote. Allstate, are you in good hands?
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
All right. So again, and this is my only point. You know, dudes don't like it, but I'm okay with that because this dudes is who I'm attacking. Ladies, you have become so accustomed to taking the blame, y'all don't even realize it. You look at even now, I see women accepting blame for being date raped, for being abused. Oh, I did this, I did. You don't hold this man accountable for anything. Well, he going through this. What is he going through? I talked about this last week. I'm so tired of these guys wanting to be kings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but victims on Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. What the hell is really going on so deep in your life that you can't function? And if that's what you got going, then why are you trying to date? Why is it you're trying to date? But it's such an accomplishment now to get women to feel sorry for you when you ain't shit. Chloe talked about all these dudes driving AKA cars. Why is that? Where your car at? Oh, well, I'm doing this. And again, age matters. If you're in your 20s, I'm okay with y'all struggling together. That's what y'all got to do. But over 35, ladies, you crazy. Why are you doing it? Jess, why are you dating? If you're dating for the sport of dating, I was a serial dater. Yeah, I didn't take nothing serious. If you're dating for that, that's fine. As long as everybody knows. And this is where the conversation is so important. When you have these conversations, you can find out what they're about. Now, as you know, Roy ain't here, but we've talked about it. Roy was dating to get married. I think that's a bad philosophy because you overlook too much. If you're looking to meet your friend, we don't give our friend time frames to be friends. Friends happen over time. To me, your mate should be the same way. Let it happen organically over time. But every time he do something, you worried about emasculating him. Look up the word emasculating. If the dude you're with is emasculated by words, then you should realize that's a hell of a red flag. If he's emasculated because you ask him a question to explain something, you emasculate me. That is a red flag, a full-fledged fucking stop sign. If he is emasculated because he ain't making enough money, how do you fix that? You can't make enough money for him. So when you sit back and you start taking the blame, oh, I understand, as Chloe and Trina both said, you signing up to be his money bag. Why? Well, what has he been through? Why is he dating?
And why is that my responsibility?
What about what I've been through?
Right.
This even goes back to the question of men are real quick to ask women, what do you bring to the table other than pussy? But if we ask a man, what do he bring to the table other than dick, we're a gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically saying, what do you bring to the table? And women start, I bring this and I bring that. It's almost like pick me, pick me, pick me. I'm not a pick me female. I'm just not. And so whenever you're lowering who you are, you do jump through all these hoops and giving all your credentials about what you have and this, that, and the third. I'm sorry. I work hard for what I have. The same way I work hard, I expect you to work hard. Whenever I'm falling short, I make X amount of dollars a year, but I would still get my ass out there and do Instacart to pay for my vacations or to pay down these bills. If I can hustle, then if I got a hustle mentality, what I look like dating somebody who doesn't have the same type of hustle mentality that I do. But a lot of women will be working 2 jobs, dealing with a dude who working 1 or no job. And every time she turn around, she's opening her purse or she's doing it because he know that he done got him one. Mm-hmm. I'm not that one. I'm just not that chick. I'm sorry.
And on top of like what he been through, why is what he been through my responsibility to fix? I hear people say, "Oh, women are healed."
He need to heal. Same way we need to heal. He need to heal.
And I'm all cool with healing your boo-boo. I'm not here to heal your mental and emotional issues. That's not my problem. Fix that shit before you come my way, or at least get it to a point where you are able to function without being somebody that's taking advantage of my kindness and my sweetness and my weakness. Don't do that. I was telling Darren some time ago that especially with the social media shit, men are manipulating women to become what they want them to be. They're saying, oh, all the things like, oh, women are supposed to be healers. They telling us all the shit we supposed to do. And here we are going over to their side and starting to do these things because we think that makes us a good woman, because we think it's gonna land us this husband. I don't know why the hell they do it, because I'm not one of them, but I see these women being more and more accommodating to these men. They say that these are the things that men value, and women, fuck them. Listen, please believe there's somebody that's gonna value you for everything that you got to bring, just the way you are, without being all extra and becoming a doormat, because that's what it's like. They trying to turn us into their doormats. And some of y'all laying down.
And Mel, they can be a good man, but a good man still ain't gonna spring to you when you're ordering this. You got a $25 limit. He can tell you this up front. See, don't confuse the two. When a man is struggling and you choose to be with him, you know this up front. You don't find this after you done got dressed up and put on your good shit. Because, we finna go fine dining. And then we can sit here and debate about what fine dining is. We can debate whether or not it's Red Lobster, Longhorn, Ruth's Chris, or whatever. But what ain't fine dining is Chick-fil-A. See, it's certain things that need to be discussed. For a man to say, I'm going to take you somewhere. Me and Trina went to Vegas. Spent way too much money. But she saw some pictures. They cost a little too much, but she wanted them. It was in my budget. It was in the budget. So we went to Vegas. I knew that Vegas ain't cheap. I don't go nowhere that I can't afford because I don't want shit to come up. And I got to be like, So even when I was going through my divorce, and my bankruptcy, I told women up front, there ain't a lot we can do. I can't do this because this, and this. The women who wanted time with me said we can do this. Fine, but they knew up front. You can't tell somebody in the middle of, oh, we going here. You know, I tell Trina about, I went on a date with a girl and she was ordering food and she wasn't eating. And I'm just looking at her, I'm like, damn, why you not, you sending everything back? Well, you ordering more stuff. You just said you don't like this, so you order something else. She ordered her 4th dish. And I'm like, what's really going on? She looked me dead in my face and said, I just want to see what you're willing to pay for. She ain't the norm. She ain't the norm. But I drew myself, went to the restroom, and I left.
And Melody, I understand that, you know, we heal each other. I get that. But I don't think that we should be doing it.
I ain't trying to heal everybody.
And not only am I not trying to heal everybody, I'm not going on no first date looking to heal you. It's like, what the fuck are you, a goddamn witch doctor? What are you doing? Why am I going on the first date just looking to lay my healing hands on you? I don't even know if you're worthy of my time and space. Why am I already like, oh, well, you know, oh, well, he been through some shit. I don't give a fuck what you've been through. Let's keep it real. I really don't give a shit because I done been through some stuff too. You know, are you looking to be accommodating? Are we accommodating each other and we gonna meet somewhere in the middle ground? How is this supposed to work? Or am I only supposed to be accommodating you?
Well, let me ask a question. During this healing process, is sex off the table? Because I bet it ain't. I bet he don't need that much healing where he get to know himself and he just want to be friends first. I bet he ain't that kind of hurt. I bet he ain't. It's certain things he willing to do if you're willing to accept him. Because I saw a post, I'm gonna post it next week. We talk about what guys need all the time, but every time a woman says some of the things she's been through, when we talk about them being molested, when we talk about their brothers, friends, and family members saying inappropriate things to them, oh, here come these women with these excuses again. When the woman told her story about a guy pulling her, we talked about it last week. Oh, here these women trying to explain this. When a woman wants to express her hurt, who is the first group to want to dismiss her? These same hurt dudes. We ain't listening. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And the sad thing is, you know, we're so willing to heal them because, you know, a lot of us are nurturers by nature. But God damn it, I lost my train of thought just that quick. But when I'm gonna keep talking and see if it come back to me.
All right, well,
but when shit.
Right,
we're nurturers and healers by nature, but at the same time, we end up more damaged because we give so much of ourselves.
Yes.
And you keep giving so much of yourself, and then this doesn't work. You give so much of yourself to this situation. This situation lasts 2 months. This situation lasts 3 months. This situation lasts 4 months. After a while, you become toxic. You don't know how to differentiate between what's a good man and what's not a good man. And all this, well, baby, I don't do that. Let me see and find out. Then let me see and find out will have you effed up every time. Yeah. When a person shows you who you are,
believe them.
And this scenario shows you who he is. Now, once you say, okay, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Then what happens when the next date comes and it's an issue? Or what happens when the next date comes and he asks you if you got this?
Right. And we trying to hear them, but then they turn around and they say, oh, I want a woman that was raised by love, not survival. I want a woman that was raised by her dad, and all these things talking about how much they want a woman that's already got her shit together mentally, emotionally, but y'all want us to come heal you. Boy, F you.
Melanie, when I say far from a pessimist, I am far from a pessimist. You can't,
and you know, I'm a realist.
No, go ahead.
Realism does lay more on the side of pessimism, and I'm fine with that because I'm not gonna be looking to the brighter side of shit and constantly looking over bullshit. I'm gonna look at what's real, what's in front of me.
I'm a realist. I'm not a pessimist. I'm not negative. I am a realist. And just because my expectations and how I maneuver doesn't necessarily jive and agree with you, doesn't make me any less than because you don't have to agree with how I'm dating. I'm not going to tell you how you're dating. but these are my expectations. My expectations and your expectations will never be the same, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine, right?
And this is why we have to know why we're dating. And I say we can't judge or say what people would do. But what my biggest request from women is stop making excuses for these men. Until they do man shit, quit giving them titles, because men, and I know men who have struggled, and you know what they put on the back burner? Dating, because they felt the need to get because we do feel less than. I can't say it's insecure, but it's damn close. But we don't feel emasculated. We just don't feel like we can hold up our end of the bargain. And if you want to date this guy, I ain't mad at you, but understand, when he call himself a king, but he's dependent on you, he's been an oxymoron. You can't be a king and dependent upon everybody else. And I can't keep using excuses. I've been through shit. Trina been through shit. Chloe been through. Everybody been through shit. So when does the pendulum swing where we support each other? But she got to always lift me up. But remember now, she can't challenge me because she's emasculating me. I'm too strong to cry on her shoulder. So what is it I'm needing help with? And if I need help, then why am I with a woman who I think can't help me? See, and I'm okay with this, but we have to be honest. Even though I say don't call them men, call them dudes, let them earn their title. I've seen too many ladies go in a relationship with guys who gave them the stop signs. They gave them all the clues. They wasn't hidden.
They were optimistic.
And you keep hoping for the best and hoping for the best and hoping for the best. And what ends up happening?
Justifying and making excuses. Justifying and making excuses.
When you truly do meet a good dude and something happens, you've been burned so many times that now this good dude get burnt for the one time that he ain't stepping up because you're so used to it. But you set yourself up for that. The same way guys set themselves up. When you keep dating trash, I was one of them guys who dated less than women. They were easy. Women say, well, why you ain't never be with me? You wasn't going to push me. As once I learned who I was, I didn't want women who were easy and would let me do dumb shit. Because, oh, well, you didn't grow up with a dad, so I can't miss what I never had. I didn't grow up with a fucking with a group of foxes either. I can't hunt. I can't do it, but I can feed myself. So we can keep making excuses about what I didn't have. If that's what we're gonna do, everybody is hurt. Everybody grew up without something. But when do you overcome that? Because we're grown. We make our own decisions. At some point, I have to own my own decisions. At some point, Trina got to own her shit. So if Trina say, let's just say we're dating, Trina say, well, Darren, I can't do this. Won't you just come over then? And I'm like, cool. And then Trina makes some damn ham sandwiches. The fuck is this? Well,
hold up, grilled ham turkey and cheese with some fries. That's not playing.
You know, but we need to have had some conversations because when I get invited over to dinner, I'm thinking cooked food. Right. I'm not thinking sandwiches. Now, if you say, hey, right, you know, she break out some fucking Roman numerals and some hot water. Hold on, shawty, what the hell is this? She ain't got no business doing this. It's kind of like the whole babysitter thing. If a woman needs a babysitter, she don't need to be thinking about dating. It's great if the guy want to pay for one. If she say I can't go because I don't have a babysitter, if he want to do that because he wants her time, that's fine. But if she tell him he gotta do it, she ain't got no business. She has no business. This is a two-way street. As Chloe said, sometimes you got to pick up 2-3 jobs. When Brandy, who ain't on the show, Brandy sent her daughter to live with his father so she could go to law school. You make concessions. Guess what she did while she was going to law school? She didn't date. She gave up her kid so she could make her kid a better life. Men got to do the same thing. And I don't think women are anti-men, Bobby. Women keep saying men, and I think they use the term loosely. They're anti-dudes because these dudes come with so many excuses, so many woe is me stories. I just need somebody to have my back and give me some head and just fuck me till I'm better. That's what they all want. Chloe, can you lower your standards and give me some? Trina, can you just feel sorry for a brother and let me hit it from the back 3 days a week? That'll get me on my feet. Because that's all they're trying to do is belittle them because we have historically, men, using the term loosely, have historically got women to take the blame for everything we do.
And you know
even
what?
Harriet Tubman's husband, who did he blame? Harriet Tubman's husband blamed her. And then he got married because he didn't want to escape. He was cool with being a slave. He was cool with that shit. She wanted better.
I was listening to a one of the red table talks, and they were talking something about something white people, some shit. What they were talking about don't even really matter. They were saying that the things that have happened to you in your life may not necessarily be your fault, but it is your responsibility to fix it. It's your responsibility. It's not mine. It's not this guy I'm going to date. It ain't your responsibility to fix him, and ain't his responsibility to fix her. It's our responsibility to fix ourselves and figure out what our issues are, do some insight, some soul searching, and get it together before we present this broken ass piece of a person to somebody else and expect them to just love on this shitty ass being,
And I did a thing with Chloe. We're gonna do some more. I'm gonna give her a step up. She been treating me like a stepchild. But when we talk about this table, and both of them have brought this table up, anytime a man asks y'all about a table, blow his ass off. Because if I've done the vetting process, I know what you bring to the table. You don't know what I want, so you can't know what you bring to my table. You don't know what I need. Trina brought me something to make me want more. A lot of women who I dated, they were cute, they had this, they had that. But I would never stay faithful to them. I know I could have treated them like a puppet because that's all they were. They were just sitting there. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. Well, if I make a dumb decision, is that all you're going to tell me? Whatever I want to do? Well, shit, sometimes I need to be told to shut the fuck up, go to sleep, whatever. That's not emasculating. It's true. And we claim we love the truth until a woman tell it to us. And that's why we have to stop this process. Bobby, I don't think most women are anti-men in the truest sense. They anti-dudes because these dudes always trying to get some. They're always trying to get some. That's all they think about while they're going through so much. Sex is the cure for everything, not Tylenol. So once you get to a certain level of enlightenment, and this goes for both sexes, I have watched Chloe grow over the years. One of the reasons I adore her now. Chloe is still opinionated as hell. But she understands, and I see Chloe, she will admit to some of the mistakes that she has made because Chloe been guilty of giving the wrong dude too many chances, ain't you, Chloe?
Most of us are.
Most women have given the wrong dude too many chances, and at some point, it hurt them with a real relationship because as soon as a good dude made one mistake, they had a flashback to the other shitty dude. And that's what we mistaken because men are doing the same thing. You kept trying to get with this woman that you want to have sex with. You tried to make her be your boo, and you should have booed her ass off the stage. So now when you get with a good woman, she made one mistake, you have a flashback. So everybody having flashbacks because they made badass decisions, and nobody wants to accept that. Damn, I made a bad decision. I made a bad decision. This is what I should do. This is what I should do. I made a bad decision when I proposed. But as soon as I understood what I did, I reached out to Trina and told her, I owe you an apology. I didn't have to tell her shit. Trina was ready to move on with her life. But I reached out and said, I owe you an apology.
And the thing is, it's not even that. When people say they don't trust nobody, I don't trust nobody. It's not that you don't trust nobody. You don't trust yourself in your decision making. That's what it comes down to. Because everybody ain't did shit to you. You don't trust the way you make choices, the way you choose people to be in your life. That's what you don't trust.
Some people just choose to be. Some people choose to remain damaged on purpose. Some people just don't want to heal. Some people don't want to grow. Some people are happy where they are and getting the results that they're getting. And that's okay for them. But don't be upset with the ones who are trying to heal, who are trying to grow. And definitely don't try and pull me into, because I don't went through a lot to get to where I am now. So I'm not going to deal with anybody who is going to pull me back. I'm not going to accept any bullshit. I'm pretty comfortable with just coming into the house, slinging my bra off and sitting down. And I'm on series 15 of NCIS. They got like 20 something of them. I ain't even got a date till I finish this damn series. If I got to put up with bullshit, I am fine. I am fine.
And the reason they don't want it is because once you accept it, you have to start being accountable and responsible. As long as I don't do certain things, I don't have to do that. Accountability and responsibility, that's some heavy ass baggage. That is the heaviest baggage that you won't ever have to carry when you can't. I can't blame Trina when something went wrong because I made the decision. Trina just happened to be my wife. Well, if she would have cooked me spaghetti instead of rice, then I would have made a better decision. No, at some point, even if she made the wrong meal, who picked Trina? I picked Trina. Everything boiled down to my decisions. You are a direct result of your decisions. Everything else does not matter. Once you accept that, your life changes. But as long as you don't want to accept that, most of us went through a phase where everything was somebody else's fault. But how do we get there? How do we get in this situation? Oh, well, shit. Oh, well, she tricked me. No, she didn't trick you. You heard what you wanted to hear. They heard what they wanted to hear. And this is where we got to stop. And ladies, again, all I'm going to ask y'all is stop making excuses for me. If a man can tell you he's damaged, let him go through the healing process and tell him to come back when he's not damaged.
Right.
Let him come back then. Let him come back then.
I'm not going to be a verbal punching bag because while you're trying to heal. Yeah, I'm not going to take on all that energy while you're trying to.
Is he in therapy?
You know you need to go fix it. Go fix it.
Is he in therapy or is he expecting you to be his professional therapist? Because you ain't, of course, none of y'all, no woman has anything going on. Y'all lives are perfect. Y'all lives are perfect. So, but as a man, I'm going through so much. Every day the weight of the world is on my shoulder. Why is that?
But the weight of
the
world is on our shoulders. The weight of the world is on our shoulders even more now. But we don't get a pass. We don't get sympathy. We don't get sympathy because we're gonna do whatever we got to do. Even as a single mother or as a mother raising her children alone, we don't have a choice in the situation. If our child don't go to school, we're the ones they look to lock up. They ain't looking to lock up the dad. When I want to go out somewhere, I have to find someone to watch the child. When you want to go out somewhere, you put on, even in marriages and relationships, mama's gonna ask daddy, will you watch the kids? When do daddy ask mama, will you watch the kids? I'm going out with you. No, you just say me and the boys going to watch the game, this, that, and third, and you go. You get up and go. With us, we have to ask because a lot of the responsibility falls on us. Even
and that's why
go ahead, baby.
I've been saying for years, women, we are the heart of the home. Once that heart is, it don't even, once we got an attitude, the whole damn house got attitude. When we ain't right, the whole house ain't right. When we gone, the house is messed up. We are the heart of the home.
I'm going to bed when she got attitude. Now,
right, it's messing up everything. The kids scared.
Before I get to the entertaining part of the show, because I'm gonna give y'all something to think about. Chloe, you got any parting words for us?
No, sir.
Thank
you for allowing me to be on here. You know, I've been on my Zen journey lately, so I don't be rah like I used to. I turn up when I need to.
So we still need to talk. I got some events planned, so I need your help, Shouty. So you keep saying you're gonna call me. I ain't doing nothing. I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? I ain't busy. So I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you.
I got you.
Trina, what you got for me? I know you got some parting words.
I really don't. I tried. Sorry.
All right. So before I give mine, I want to talk about some getaways, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, some of y'all take yourselves out. Fellas, same thing. If you got something, I need for y'all to check out Melodic Getaways. She got a trip going to Grand Turks Caicos. Now I have been, but I was just on a cruise, so I just got the quick 5-hour tour. But y'all got to check out Melodic Getaways. Plan for some trips. Reach out to her. Tell her where you want to go. Let her come up with some suggestions for you.
Can you throw the link in the chat because I'm about to start solo traveling. Can you throw it in the chat? In the chat?
As a matter of fact, I'll just invite you to the group.
Okay.
Now, it's a whole page with a bunch of great stuff on there. So if you want to do something and you don't have the time to plan everything, reach out to Mel and tell her you want to plan a trip. She got a lot of nice stuff going. A lot of it. So check out her page at Melodic Getaways. All right, Ari, I'm gonna send you an invite too. It's a whole page on Facebook. It's got a bunch of great things. Because we're gonna take some because she showed me some stuff I ain't never seen. I mean, I ain't knocking nobody, but can we stop going to the Bahamas and not Grand Turks, all these regular places? Let's go somewhere different.
I got St. Lucia and St. Lucia is too expensive. I got St. Lucia on the map for next year and also Belize. Belize is going to be this year.
And you know, Carnival had a cruise that went to both of them because that's why I went to St. Lucia, Belize, and Grand Turk Caicos on the cruises. You know, you go for a few hours and then you plan a trip to go and stay for 2 or 3 days. But let's get out and go somewhere and share it with people. I want to thank Trina and Chloe for coming on here. These are my 2 little fire starters. They be trying not to get suspended from Facebook.
Baby, let me say something. That's that Trina, baby. Whenever you married the right one, you, baby.
Hold on, who married the right one, Chloe? Hold on.
You married the right one, because baby, I know that thing keep you in check. Whenever I say I love me some Trina, baby.
Don't nobody care nothing about the host.
I love me some Trina, baby, because she will tell some shit down. Do you hear me?
When she can stop getting kicked off Facebook
and be cute doing it.
Oh yeah. So and ladies, gentlemen, it's about picking somebody who's right for you, because you know, when I got with Trina, everybody was like, why not me? Why not me? You didn't do shit for me. Well, what she do? She do shit you don't do. She got me. So, you know, leave it at that. Sometimes people ain't for you. That happens in life. Jobs ain't for you. Lots of things ain't for you. Quit trying to force shit. Just because something looks good don't mean it's for you. We've seen a lot of good looking things that look good over there. Stop complaining about shit. Certain people ain't for you. Let them live their life. Some people are happy being unhappy, and that's okay. Until it affects you, you can have an opinion, but quit telling people what they should do, because you're not them. We make decisions based on our knowledge, training, experience. And remember when I made the post, we keep saying people old enough to know better. Age is just a birthday. Experiences give you knowledge. A lot of people ain't had experiences in nothing. Some people still think going to Vegas is going on a big trip. I ain't knocking you. You got to start somewhere. But leave the country. Lead the country, expand your horizons, be more accountable and responsible for the decisions you make. You are a direct result of the decisions that you make, not the people who come around you because you decide to let them in. Own that, accept that, and then you can be better if it's truly what you want to do. And hey, check out the group, get some ideas, put a little money to the side. You ain't got to party every weekend. You put $100 a month to the side. Before you know it, you'll have enough money to go somewhere. If you can save more than that, do that. It's okay.
Hold on, Darren. Let me say this, Bobby. Let me respond to you right quick, because I know we get ready to go off. Why is the focus? You said 72% of Black babies are born to unmarried mothers today. Are you saying that the fathers that are contributing to these births are married? Why are the statistics always focused on the women? Just like we was talking about single women, this. Baby, it be so many single unmarried men out here who've never been married, don't have children, but we never discuss that. The focus is always on us. Mm-hmm. So again, 72%, first of all, I don't believe that. But if you can post it from 2023, please do, because sometimes people be saying stuff and baby, it be from 1992. Right. Just like the actual teen births have greatly decreased. Yep. We don't talk about that. So I want to hear about the 72% of Black babies. Can we also get the numbers of how many of these 72% Black babies born to unmarried mothers? Can we get some statistics on the fathers too? That's all I'm asking.
Well,
if you're going to do it all the way. Give me a 360, baby. Don't give me a 180. Give me a 360.
He did say many biological dads are constant disappointments, but we're gonna talk about that too, because I'm tired. I am tired of the woman being blamed. Nobody talks about the guy who left. We always talk about the one who stayed and failed. So, but that's gonna be a show probably next month, because I'm gonna get Chloe ready for that one, and so I know Trina gonna come. So I want to thank y'all again for coming to spend a little time with me. My 2 head rap queens on here doing their thing. Mel, you doing your thing. I will see y'all again. Let me get my last little bitch. I don't know what it is.
Mel,
Trina's trying to get me drunk so she can take advantage of me.
Go ahead and approve me, Mel. I already joined your group. Please approve me, baby.
Until next week, y'all know what it is, right? Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease. And we out.